Hey all, Kurt Sasso here from Two Geeks Talking at Fan Expo Canada 2015. We're of course joined today at the Kill Shakespeare booth with one of my favorite people of all time, Anthony Del Cole. How are you doing today?
You flatter me. Thanks so much, Kurt. It's good to see you again.
Good to see you too there. Last year, Fan Expo, the big secret was of course Sherlock Holmes versus Harry Houdini, among other things. Now the physical copy is here, and a lot of other things have been happening at of course, with Kill Shakespeare, from the stage play to a variety of other things. What's new with yourself and, of course, Kill Shakespeare?
What's new with myself? Well, since last year I have become betrothed. I am now married and a very happily married man right now. So life is great. We live in New York, so it's great. Don't get me wrong, I love Canada and I love Toronto, but it's been great to get energized by a whole new city. And, if you wanted to check out a new place, New York, of course, is one of the greatest cities in the world. So it's an amazing place. There's so many talented people in comics, in film, in TV, in media of all sorts. So it's been an amazing time for me. And then on the professional side or on the project side, all kinds of stuff. Kill Shakespeare. We've got the board game that's come out since last year. Volume 4 came out late last year. I can't really say anything about a Volume 5 or an ongoing series, but there might be an announcement at some point in the next few months. We put out a hardcover edition of Kill Shakespeare as well, but the big news of late is that we've signed a development deal with Universal Cable Productions in the US. So we're going to be working with a showrunner in the next few weeks and pitching it to networks. So ideally we'd love to be able to put out a television version of Kill Shakespeare in the year 2016, which is the 400th anniversary of Shakespeare's death. He actually died on his birthday, April 23rd, 1616. How much more poetic or dramatic can you get?
Irony
alert. On top of that, Sherlock Holmes versus Harry Houdini has come out as a trade paperback with Dynamite Comics. It's a lot of fun. It's an action comedy series where the two main characters are forced to work together in London 1900 when a mysterious spirit begins to attack the city. I say they're forced to work together because they're two larger-than-life personalities with the egos to match. So inevitably, they bump heads along the way. So, it's a great action comedy series. We really enjoy that. And then on top of that, in comics, the big thing is that we have... We've recently announced that we are the writers of the new Assassin's Creed comic series with Ubisoft and Titan Comics based out of London. So they were huge fans of the Kill Shakespeare series, and I thought would be perfect for it. So Connor and I are really excited about that. The first issue comes out October 14th, actually, so in just over a month from now. And the first story is going to be set in the modern day with a new character, and then with a new character set in the Salem witch hunt trial days in Salem, Massachusetts in 1692. So it's been a blast just doing research into that time period because it's such a fascinating moment in North American history. Just the hysteria that was created around it. So it's great to be able to have a character dive into it.
Wow, that's where do you go from that? Being a fan of Assassin's Creed, I've interviewed a few of the voice actors, but the series itself is historical in itself, and I'm glad that they tapped both you guys, your company, to do it. It's amazing.
It was great. Because when we were first contacted by Titan, they said, well, we have a video game license that we thought that we'd like to see if you guys would be interested in writing. We can't tell you what it is yet. And so I was like, either BioShock or Assassin's Creed, BioShock or Assassin's Creed, BioShock or Assassin's Creed. And then they said Assassin's Creed. I'm like, no, it's a great franchise. It's a great world and a great story world that they've created with it. I love the fact that the great thing about the games is you just become so immersed in the historical time period, whether it's revolutionary France, whether it's the Renaissance in Florence. Just whatever time period it is, you feel like you've actually stepped into that world. Exactly. I'm really looking forward to the next game, but more importantly, it's great to be able to. What we're trying to do with the new comic series is dive into Salem trials, like the Salem witch trial periods, and just really feel as though you're in Massachusetts. So you can smell the dirt on the ground. You feel as though you might be accused yourself of being a witch or a warlock, as they call them. That's the whole point of it. So, or wizard, sorry, not warlock, wizard. We really want to capture that. So it's been great to be able to dive into that, and then that'll be the first arc, and then beyond that, we kind of know what we want to do for a set, like what historical period we want the second arc and then the third arc to be. So we're really excited about that.
Well, I don't want to keep you from your fans here. I just want to get a nice update on what you're doing here because, obviously I keep following Kill Shakespeare. I love.
Yeah, I mean, it's always great to see you every year at Fan Expo or whatever other show and sit down and kind of catch up. And you're right, now that you've made me list all the stuff that's happened in the last 12 months, and there's even more stuff to come that we can't announce yet. But yeah, I was like, how have I been able to fit all that in to the last 12 months?
And everything else that's going on here too. So
Exactly, yeah, there's a lot, yeah. And when you talk to Connor, you'll find out he's had a couple of big deliveries as well himself. So.
Yes, I saw those too. Well done indeed. Well, thanks so much, Anthony. Appreciate it. Have a great rest of your time at Fan Expo, and I look forward to talking to Connor next.
Thank you.